Tell me what is going on. Seems that everybody's gone crazy. Where have all the dreamers gone? Or have we all just gotten lazy? Something's got to give. There won't be much life left to live. Please send a sign from up above. And if I gotta choose, I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. No one's gonna make me hate. I choose love. I choose love. No one's gonna take that away. Ooh, something strange is in the air. Seems that everybody's changing, and I can't find no faith anywhere. Seems it's been replaced with raging. Something's got to give. There won't be much life left to live. Please send a sign from up above. And if I gotta choose, I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. No one's gonna make me hate. I choose love. I choose love.
Y'all already familiar with my start-off song, I Choose Love. Ever since I discovered that song, I cannot stop playing it when it comes to the show. So I'm happy to share that. I got to get the name of the artist who sang this song. It's an independent artist. I think that this record should have went worldwide, but it is what it is. The phone lines are working today, ladies and gentlemen, so I will want to hear from the people regarding whatever's on your mind. You know, there's two things we go discuss today. We go discuss the contract passing, and we're going to discuss the MTA thinking that they are untouchable. Let me crack my Red Bull. It's going to be one of those type of nights. The MTA thinking that they are untouchable. Man, I got some stuff for you guys. I got some information for y'all. Trust me when I tell you. Before I get into that, I need everyone to join the channel. It's 99 cents to become a member of Progressive Action TV on YouTube. Make sure to join the channel. It's 99 cents. And you know what I want to start off with? I want to start off with some stations news. Just recently, the new rule went into place where station agents are not going to have lunch reliefs. So that means that you got to take your lunch outside of the booth. There's going to be booths that's going to be unmanned. You know, something could happen to someone, and there's no eyes or ears there to see or hear what's going on. But what I want to point out to the members in the stations department, make sure you take your lunch breaks, because the MTA is counting on you not to take your lunch breaks and having you work through your lunch, and they getting that for no charge at all. If they got rid of the lunch reliefs, you make sure that you take your lunch and you're on your lunch break. You're not doing no customer service work. You're not going to the machine to help somebody with a Metro card. The MTA really think they slick with this. They really think they slick. They want you to give them something for nothing. They got rid of the lunch reliefs. That means you take a lunch, you disappear for whatever time you got to take that lunch, and you come back and you do your work. I just wanted to tell the stations department that, right? Once again, join the channel. To join the channel is right next to the subscribe button. 99 cents to join. Make sure y'all do that. Now, let's get into the business. Like I said, the phone lines will be open. The phone lines will be open. I don't know what happened last week, but the phone lines are fixed today. So make sure that you call into the show if you got something to say. let's get into this. Let's get into the BS, man. Let's get into it. I don't know if you was under a rock, you was sleeping somewhere. The contract passed. And you know the union like to use all this fancy adjectives. They like to make it seem like it was something that it wasn't. You hear them saying it was by a very large margin, 68% in favor and 31% opposed. Let me put something in perspective for you guys. That's the lowest voting contract amount in Stand United history. That says something, right? Now, I want to make this clear, right? Because a lot of people is expecting me to be upset at members who voted yes. I'm not upset at members who voted yes, for the simple fact that everybody got something going on in their lives. A lot of people don't know their worth, don't know their value. Some people never heard the word I love you. Some people don't get hugs. Some people don't know the value that they bring to the city while working for New York City Transit. You know, somebody who's making $20-something an hour working for the MTA, that $3,000, $4,000, that $3,000 bonus that they go get this year is possibly going to be very helpful to them, right? So we don't know people particular circumstances. I'm more concerned of the people who did not vote, right? You have, well, the union said 35,000 ballots went out. I'm going to show you guys that in a second. The union said 35,000 ballots went out. Today I'm seeing people saying, oh, you know, I didn't get my ballot. I didn't get my, come on, man. That's a poor excuse. That's a poor excuse. If you didn't get your check, would you be waiting for everybody else to get their check again to say you ain't get your check? The minute that you don't get your check, that you're making phone calls, you want to go see somebody, you'll go pick up your check if you have to. It's just that people don't see the correlation between voting and their checks. You voting on contracts that's going to impact your check. You voting for union representatives who's going to impact your check. If they don't fight, if they want to go along with management, you're not going to see the best result in your check. But you must see the correlation between your ballot and your check. There's absolutely no excuse as to why so many members did not vote. And I want to show you guys the amount of ballots. I'm going to say that allegedly went out. Allegedly. Now, what I'm lost on is that there's 44,000 members in this union. 44,000 members in this union. And only 35,893 ballots went out. Do I think that it's possible that some ballots did not make it to their destination? Absolutely. I absolutely think that some ballots did not make it to their destination. Do I think possibly some ballots didn't go out? Absolutely. You know, there's corruption and everything. But 35,000 ballots went out, only 12,000 came back. Let's look at the numbers, right? Car equipment overwhelmingly voted for the contract. Conductors shut it down. Shout out to my conductors out there. Line equipment signals voted yes, large margin. Map Stower, yes. Map Store 2, yes. Map Store maintenance, yes. MTA bus, yes. Power, yes. Stations, y'all surprised me. I don't understand why stations voted yes for this contract as a department. But once again, you never know what people individual circumstances are to make them vote yes. You know, so, but stations, I'm a little surprised at you guys. Structure, yes. TA surface maintenance, yes. TA surface operators, barely. 656 to 432. Tower operators, shut it down. Shout out to my tower operators out there. Track, shout out to my track workers out there. Shut it down. Train operators, shut it down. So out of all of the divisions, only train operator, conductor, tower operator, and track said no to the contract. Absurd if you ask me, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm more concerned at the amount of people that did not vote. And I find it to be a coincidence, and maybe on my next show I would talk about this, is that when it comes to elections, when it comes to union elections, when it comes to voting on contracts, for some odd reason, it's always 11,000, 12,000 members. Is that purposely done? I don't know. You know, some things just seem a little strange here, but when you have a union who represents management's best interest over the workers, because this contract did not benefit workers. I mean, there were so many people doing lives trying to educate the members on, you know, what's really going on. But the truth is that when it comes to staying united, when it comes to this current union administration, we are being represented by a whole bunch of people who act like they care for the members when they really don't. And the ones, when they do care for members, they seem to care more about buses than anyone else. And you know, that's just the truth. The ironic thing is that if I was to do that, people would be like, oh, you know, he's a Subways guy. You know, he only talk about Subways, but we got union reps and executive union administration only giving things to buses, only giving things to surface. Everything on the surface is good. Everything up underground is not so good. But you know, members go for whatever they want to go for. It is what it is. It is what it is. If you guys want to talk about the contract, feel free to call in. We go talk. I don't have a lot of time because I'm dealing with some things. But you guys want to talk about the contract, let's call in and talk about it. But I wish I had do I have a drum roll? Let me see, do I got a drum roll? Maybe I hit the air horns. Hit the air horns. The MTA really think that they untouchable. The MTA, they really think that no one can harm them, because let me explain something to the members. When it comes to the MTA, they are sort of like, they have the same protection as police officers, right? And it's something called qualified immunity, which means that if, let's say, an MTA lawyer does something wrong, discriminative, racist, or whatever the case may be, if a general superintendent, dispatcher does something that go against the rules, you will be able to sue the MTA, but you won't be able to hold that specific person accountable, right? You won't be able to hold that specific person accountable. And that allows for a lot of malfeasance. It allows for corruption. It allows for people to get away with whatever they feel like they want to get away with. Us members, we are not afforded that same type of leeway. We are held accountable to the highest degree. But when it comes to executive management of the MTA, you know, the lawyers, and this is about the lawyers, and, you know, I want to give you guys some information, and this probably be surprising to a lot of people, but I'm going to show you how to fight back against the MTA lawyers. Now, before I get into that, I want everybody that's listening to make sure that you like this video. Please, I want you to like this video. It's very important that we break the algorithm. The last video that I did, it broke the algorithm. We must continue to break that algorithm. Before this is gonna be very surprising to a lot of people, and I want to show the MTA that I'm not playing with you guys. Y'all think that y'all untouchable. Y'all screw over a lot of people. I just got screwed over, and I'm not taking that laying down. I'm gonna defend myself to the highest place that I can, and I'm gonna show the members how to do that. Now, there were people, and I'm not talking about hourlies. I'm not talking about train operators, conductors, local 100 members. I'm not talking about you guys, right? But there are managers and supervisors who claim that they are friends of mine, right? For some odd reason, my PDS paper was leaked, right? And I was told of a few people who shared it. Listen, one thing y'all got to understand about the MTA, there's nothing is a secret here. There's no secrets, right? You think someone cool with you, they act like they cool with you, then, they doing something else behind your back. I'm telling y'all now, all supervisors that claim that you cool with me, if you passed out my PDS paper, and it's crazy because as soon as I got PDS, I came and I did a show. So I wasn't hiding nothing or not being transparent. But if you added on to that, what I advise you to do is to jump in my inbox, jump in my text messages, and holler at me. Give me a call, apologize, because I'm not playing games with none of these supervisors no more, especially the ones that, oh yeah, Tramel, I'm cool with you, this, that. And then you out there sharing it. I advise you to hop into my inbox and just apologize. We apologize. We let bygones be bygones. You don't apologize. I'm going full steam ahead. So I just wanted to put that out there. And I'm not playing. I am not playing. Now, there is a way, there is a mechanism to hold the MTA accountable. They think that they are untouchable, and they are not really untouchable. We just don't know the avenues on how to defend ourselves, right? A MTA lawyer screw you over, who you going to complain to? What you gonna do? You gonna email Davy? You gonna email Lieber? You gonna email Critchlow? You gonna email whoever the VP of Labor Relations is? You gonna email Miranda Grant and SIR? You know what they gonna do? They gonna cover it up. Picture someone from the oppressor's camp doing something to harm you, and you going to your oppressor to say, hey, fix this. It doesn't work. It does not work. So when it comes to the MTA lawyers, see, and this is what I don't understand. They play this game, and I know a lot of people do not know this, but lawyers in general are held to a high ethics standard, higher than police officers. Yes, lawyers, right? Now, just to show the MTA that I'm not playing around, I'm not telling people to do something that I've never done before. I did it before. I just don't talk about a lot of things when it comes to business, because the MTA, they think that especially these lawyers, the high-ranking officials, they think that just because they got these positions, just because they got certain degrees, that they could do whatever they want to do to you, right? I just went to arbitration, and they never told me exactly what I was going down there for. Never. And I could play the voicemail that was left for me, but I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know when I'm gonna release it, right? But the MTA set me up. So during arbitration, I don't want to talk too much about the arbitration, but I want to put you guys on to what the playing field looked like. You had the arbitrator, you had union lawyer Dennis Engel, who definitely does not like me, right? I have he tried to put out some paperwork from somebody else. They was even allegedly saying that he wrote it, where they was calling me thuggish and primitive, right? You got him there. You have Gomez, you had Chiarello. On the MTA side, you had Bamusa Kamara, they call him BK. You had Lindsey Gosson, who's another MTA lawyer, and then you had me. Just to explain to you guys how crazy it was, right? Now, I did a show on BK before. He knows what I do, right? When me and Gomez was cool, when Gomez had shut down Coney Island Yard, Gomez called me and told me that BK called Chiarello and told Chiarello to get his VP in check for closing down the yard. How can a manager feel comfortable calling a high-ranking union rep and say, "Yo, get your worker in check"? Like, that's what I was up against, right? So they expected me to believe that this whole process was going to be fair. Now, sometimes you got to go through it to let them make their mistakes, right? And make them substantiate their own mistakes and then keep it pushing. I was always told that if you sit still, the truth will come to you, right? This is a fact. And guess what? The truth started coming to me. But just to show the MTA, because this segment of the show is to show you how easy it is to hold any lawyer accountable whenever you feel like you was misrepresented, when you feel like the lawyer was being deceitful, when you feel like that they were being dishonest, like my case. And like I said, the MTA lawyer called me the day before I had to go down to 2 Broadway. I had to go down to 2 Broadway on a Wednesday. She called me at 2:43 p.m. towards the end of the day, right? Oh, there's an arbitration. We want to discuss and we want to conversate. Discussion and conversate is not the same as testifying. She never asked me, hey, what information do you have? Do you have anything? Bring medical records, bring this, bring that. She never asked for nothing. So how prepared were they? Or did they even want to be prepared, right? But I was being led down there off of dishonesty and deceit. Let's make it clear. Now, to get back to the method of holding lawyers accountable, you go, listen, if your friend is a lawyer, think about this. I'm going to show you how easy it is. If your friend is a lawyer and they lie to you, you know you could bring them up on charges and you could affect their law career. You could get files put in their charts with the American Bar Association and Unified Court System. I'm going to explain all that stuff. See, look, this is the thing. The MTA, the way they function specifically at labor relations, they really think that they are unstoppable. Like when we go complain to the Davies, to the Critchlows, to the Liebers, they laugh. They laugh because you want to know what? They know that nothing is going to happen to them. They know that. But a lot of people don't know. I just went through a situation where I got at a lawyer, a very powerful lawyer. I'm not going to say who, but I'm going to put the paperwork. I'm going to put the paperwork on the screen. Let me make sure that I have the things redacted that I need redacted. I do not want to, I don't want to blow this up because me and that lawyer, we had talk as men and we worked it out. We worked it out before this decision came, but it still went through. But all right, let me put it on the screen. So this is called an attorney grievance, right? And there is an attorney grievance committee. Like I said, I filed a complaint against a very powerful, well-respected lawyer. I'm not going to say who, right? You see my name. You see the matter of, took out their name, docket number. But you see, following an investigation of your complaint against the above named attorney, the matter was considered by the committee at a recent meeting. After deliberation, the committee found that while this matter did not warrant discipline, a letter of advisement was issued because the attorney's conduct required comment. And to be honest, what I banged this attorney in for, it wasn't really nothing. But this, I'm just showing you guys an example of how this committee, attorney grievance committee, how serious they take complaints against attorneys. Now, at the bottom, it says, we will take no further action. However, this determination does not preclude you from pursuing any legal remedies available to you. Thank you for bringing this matter to our attention, right? Now, like I said, I'm not asking anyone to do something that I haven't done myself, right? I went against a very powerful Jewish lawyer, well-respected lawyer, right? We was having some back and forth. I felt that he violated. I said, you know what? I'm going to do this attorney grievance procedure. While they was investigating or doing whatever they was doing, me and the attorney worked it out. So, and then this decision came. But what I'm saying is that these MTA lawyers who's lying, who's being dishonest, who's misrepresenting you, they could be held accountable. And guess what? There's nothing that the MTA can do about it. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys this procedure. Why not? I want to show you guys this procedure. Let me get this on the screen. Give me 1 second. This is probably like one of my most important shows. Probably one of my most important shows ever. I'm telling you guys, this is very important. Because these lawyers, they get away with these MTA lawyers, Lord have mercy. They get away with murder. It's not even funny how much murder they get away with. But you know what? They get away with it because they think that they can't be held accountable. They think that no one can affect their careers. But that changes today. So I'm going to show you guys on the website. As you can see, you go to newyorkcourts.gov. Go to newyorkcourts.gov. You click on that. You click on that. Right? So you see a whole bunch of things here. And I want to show you guys where to go. Show you guys exactly where to go. Or should I just go to the other page? We gonna go to bias and misconduct complaints. So let me bring that back. You go to discrimination, bias, and misconduct complaints. You see it right there. You see it highlighted. You click on that. Right? So how to file a complaint concerning or regarding. Right? So you got the two different sections, right? You got a judge, attorney, court employee, support, magistrate, court attorney, referee. We looking for attorneys, right? After you go to attorneys, you go to complaints about attorneys. You see it right there. And I'm going to give you guys the link, right? So now when you put a complaint against attorney, you got to know which district, right? Which judicial district they in, or which judicial department attorney grievance committee is responsible for that specific attorney, right? So if the attorney practices in Brooklyn, of course you would go to the second judicial department attorney grievance committee. That's Kings, Queens, and Richmond counties. If you're dealing with someone at 2 Broadway, like I am, you go to the first judicial attorney grievance committee, right? So anywhere in the state, they got these committees. So it don't matter where this attorney practice in the state, that's where you go, right? So in my case, you would go to first judicial Department Attorney Grievance Committee. You click on that, right? When you click on that, there's a lot of information that comes up. So let's just say that you want to read the rules of professional conduct when it comes to attorneys, right? So you'll go here, you'll look at whatever it is, then you'll click here, rules of professional conduct. And then all their rules will come up, all of their rules. And if you read this, if you've ever dealt with a lawyer at 2 Broadway in the capacity that I have dealt with them, you would see that these lawyers break most of these rules, right? They break most of these rules. Now, what I want to show you guys, I'm going to go back. Let me go back because the form to fill it out, and it's very simple. Now, should we look at the rules? I'm gonna bring up the rules after. I want to show you guys the how to file a complaint. You have the instructions, right? And it's pretty simple. It's a couple of pages, right? So it tells you how to file a complaint. And to file a complaint is very simple. It's I think it's 1 or 2 forms. 1 or 2 forms. This is the complaint form itself. And it's PDF fillable. So you don't have to print it out. You can actually type it if you're looking at it from your computer, right? So it asks you, well, this is where you send the attachments. You see me moving the mouse where the blue hyperlink is, right? That's where you send any attachments, any type of evidence that you have or whatever the case is. So you have to send 1 copy of your complaint and attachments by regular mail to the above address. If you do not have a personal email account, please send 2 complete sets of your complaint and all attachments. They may be in delay in your processing your matter if it's not emailed. So yeah, when you email your complaint, you also have to mail it in, right? And like I said, it's simple. Background information, the date, your name, address, phone number, email address. Are you represented by a lawyer? The lawyer's name. In my case, when I filled mine out, of course, I wasn't represented by no lawyer. I was doing my own thing. The second page is simple. Is dates of the incident or whatever the case is. Have you filed the complaint? Most of us haven't filed the complaint, and then you just detail what the complaint is about, and that's it. That is it. But I want to show you guys the statute of different things of what you can hold them accountable for. Now, for those who don't know, to get an attorney disbarred, it means for you to take away, or the grievance committee or whoever they are governed by, whatever state they may be in, to stop them from practicing law in that state, right? So this says it right here. To get disbarred, an attorney must commit certain offenses. These offenses include commission of fraud, embezzlement, theft, forgery, bribery, falsification or destruction of records, making false statements, tax evasion, violating federal criminal laws, receiving stolen property and unfair trade practice, violation of antitrust statutes, willful or history of failure to perform, violation of a drug-free workplace act, delinquent federal taxes, and that's that. And there's more, right? And this is from Cornell Law School. Disbarment is the most severe sanction for attorney misconduct, which involves the removal of an attorney's license to practice law. Since the court has exclusive responsibility to licensed lawyers, it had sole authority discretion to remove the license. Less severe sanctions like suspension, probation, and reprimand can also be used to sanction misconduct when appropriate. Causes of disbarment may include, now this is important, a felony involving moral turpitude, forgery, fraud, a history of dishonesty, consistent lack of attention to clients, alcoholism, or drug abuse, which affects the attorney's ability to practice, theft of funds, or any pattern of violation of the professional code of ethics. Once again, the professional code of ethics, there's a whole bunch. I'm going to show you guys what's the easiest way to hold them accountable, right? Let me see. Okay. Let me go to the section where to show you how easy it is to hold them accountable. But look, this stuff is so like it's so easy. I don't even understand why the MTA lawyers play around. I get it. Nobody never educated them how to come after a lawyer, but that's why I'm here, because I'm going to do it. I'm going to rock they boat something crazy. So this is in their code of ethics book. That's what I showed you guys when I first started talking about this section, right? So there's something called Rule 8.4. See, this is the thing. They love to hold us accountable. Oh, whenever you get a Dan, you getting 1,000 rules thrown at you. Oh, yo, this, you broke this rule. You broke that rule, this, that. Well, they got rules too, right? And their rules are very stringent. The court take them very serious. And like I said, they are held to a more higher standard than police officers. But I want to show you guys the misconduct part. I got it rectangled off in the red, right? This is very important. A lawyer or law firm shall not violate or attempt to violate the rules of professional conduct, knowingly assist or induce another to do so, or do so through the acts of another. If you ask me my personal opinion, that goes on at 2 Broadway, especially when they targeting people. I actually have evidence of that, right? B, engage in illegal conduct that adversely reflects on the lawyer's honesty, trustworthiness, or fitness as a lawyer. C, very important. C is very important. I need you guys to pay attention to C. Engage in conduct involving dishonesty, fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation. If you ever been screwed, whether you was dealing with SIR, the person Miranda Grant, she's a lawyer. If you're dealing with 2 Broadway labor relations, most of the officers up there are lawyers, right? What personally happened to me, it was definitely deceit. It was definitely dishonest. And I have a whole bunch of evidence, right? D, engage in conduct that is prejudicial to the administration of justice. Let's talk about it. State or imply an ability, right? Now, let me see, to influence improperly or upon irrelevant grounds any tribunal, legislative body, or public official, or to achieve results using means that violate these rules or laws. I mean, if you guys really said into that arbitration that they deceived me to say that I was a witness of, you would see like they broke a lot of these rules. And like I said, I have one thing I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do no show if I don't have no evidence. I got evidence of this, right? Knowingly assist the judge or judicial officer in conduct that is a violation of applicable rules or judicial conduct or other law. And G, unlawfully discriminate in the practice of law, including in hiring, promoting, or otherwise determining conditions of employment on the basis of age, race, color. That don't have nothing to do with us, right? But once again, there's a lot here, especially C. C, misconduct for a lawyer too could be very vague, and they still would substantiate charges on these lawyers. I mean, the evidence that I have isn't vague, so I'm not worried about that. But C, engage in conduct involving dishonesty, fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation. It's very important, man. Like these people, they really think that they're above the law. They really think that they are untouchable, and that, you know, they think that they are gods. See, the thing is this, and I want to say this to the MTA lawyers, right? Especially the young ones, the ones who is new to the company, got, you know, less 10 or less years on the job, can't retire no time soon. Y'all follow the corrupt, you follow senior management, right? You follow senior management. And guess what? If they get in trouble, guess what's going to happen to them? If they get disbarred, guess what happens to them? They go retire. They good. But guess what happens to you? All the young, ambitious lawyers who's doing wrong. Because what happened to me that other day, this wasn't the first time this happened. I had another lawyer, MTA lawyer, and I'm going to hold him accountable also, right? But they really think that they are untouchable. To the young, ambitious lawyers, what are you going to do if you get a letter in your file or your license gets suspended or you get disbarred? What's going to happen? Who's going to pay your bills? Where you going to work at? You know how embarrassing it is to get disbarred, especially through misconduct? Do you guys have any idea how embarrassing that can be? Because what's going to happen, see, for those who's not familiar with the MTA, there's a mantra. It's called CYA, cover your ass. You guys think that don't apply to upper management? Y'all think that doesn't apply to labor relations? See, this is a part of the game that they thought that we probably wouldn't discover. See, I do a lot. There's a lot of fights and battles that I have, some in front of the members. Some the members don't even know exist. I done did this with NYPD. I did this with NYPD. I'm the one who pushed the envelope, and a lot of people don't know this. I talk about this from time to time to make them that stop and frisk, because police officers was acting like cowboys and jumping out on cars on young black men and thinking that they can handle us whatever they want. Guess what? Guess who sued NYPD and won? I did, right? And then once I threatened the city and say, look, I'm going to make a step-by-step process on how to do this, y'all going to have a lot of lawsuits on your hand, because the bar is not high to get paid from the city from the way they was acting, right? They stopped it. They stopped and frisk, right? A lot of people didn't know of the influence that I had in that, right? The battle that I showed you guys, let me put this back on the screen. What I explained to the members just now was something that I did against a very powerful lawyer who, like I said, I have no problems with this lawyer now. We spoke, we worked it out, and I let it go, because at the end of the day, that's what men do, right? That's what men do. Sometimes you just have to have a conversation, right? But I'm not telling the members to do something or walk a path that I didn't walk myself. I'm telling you, it is easy to hold a lawyer accountable. Fine, you could complain once again to Richard Davey, the president of New York City Transit. He's a lawyer too, right? Well, he can't practice in New York and he can't practice in Maine either because his license is suspended. See, a lot of people don't know that. And let me tell you something. You got some high-ranking MTA officers whose licenses are suspended, and I believe they still act as lawyers. I got that. Listen. When I send, everybody got their investigators. When I send my investigators out, we coming back with the proof. Maybe I'll do that next show. Just to show y'all. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know where that person stand at with me. I never heard them say anything bad about me. Me and that person do have a mutual friend. But I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna say, hey, how you feel about this situation? You know what I'm saying? But there's high-ranking MTA employees who are lawyers, but their licenses are suspended. Right? So what I advise, and I'm being honest, man, I don't mind this fight. If I was to get fired from the MTA, it's not the end of the world. Right? I am connected throughout the city. I can find another job. That's not the problem. But I do love what I do, in New York City Transit. I love being a conductor. I love helping people, right? What I don't like about this whole entire thing is the politics. I don't like the way that we're being treated. I don't like the way how every time you make a mistake, they looking for blood, right? But MTA management could do no wrong, right? Everything, if you ask them, everything is right about them, right? You go to labor relations. Hey, have y'all ever did anything wrong? Have y'all ever did this, did that? No, whatever. This is just how they are. They think that they are the gods of this whole entire thing. And this is me talking to you guys, right? That got a pending arbitration coming up, and some members had contacted me and said that they wanted to have a rally at 2 Broadway the day that I have my arbitration. So I'm trying to figure that out now, what we're going to do. But this is the thing, labor relations. You guys made a huge mistake targeting me. This whole entire incident of I'm getting assaulted, my leg breaking, you look inside my damn packet. I want the members to understand this. Everything leaked about my case. My G2 leaked the day after I wrote it. As soon as I came out of surgery and I woke up and I had my senses, when I checked my phone, people hitting me, sending me my G2. Just recently, my PDS paper leaked. Do you guys understand what's not leaking, what never leaked? Why didn't my damn packet leak? You want to know why my damn packet didn't leak? Because there's nothing in there that says that I started a fight. There's nothing in there that says that I was the aggressor. But it does say who was the aggressor. It does say whose stories was not consistent. You had managers who investigated this, and to the people who assaulted me, you look in the damn packet, it said that they was strange. It was strange why they didn't do this, strange why they wasn't doing that. And there's a smoking gun in there from a train operator who said that if he have to say what he say, he's going to lose his job. I mean, not he's going to lose his job, but the person who assaulted me is going to lose their job. So why didn't my damn packet leak labor relations? Why didn't my damn packet leak local 100? Why didn't it leak? Why don't y'all leak that? Why don't y'all leak that? Leak all. I heard I had the biggest damn packet in the history of TWU local 100 grievance. The biggest. And there's absolutely no evidence against me on that. But you know what labor relations want to do? They want to say, we're going to go for your job. They want to still fire me, right? So they don't even want to come to the conclusion and say that, you know what? We making a mistake by going after Trammell. Trammell, sooner or later, he's going to make a real serious mistake. But I don't think that this is the mistake that we should go after him on, because this may create more problems than not, right? But once again, we talking about dealing with an arrogant company, people who feel like they can't do no wrong. Just think about all the things that I exposed in this company. Acto Charles Henschke. First, they labeled it bias activity when he gave his brother a job, right? When I exposed what's bias activity, what's that? The next thing they did, they said it was ethics violation and nepotism, right? A very serious offense that other managers have gotten fired for. He got a reinstruction. I've exposed plenty of safety issues. Plenty. Unsurmountable amount. Right? I've exposed corruption. When COVID was happening and they said that they didn't have they didn't have masks. It was me who received the picture from the central warehouse to show that they had millions of masks. After I exposed that, guess what happened? Those masks started moving to the different work locations. Right? I've exposed so much in this company. I get why they want to come after me. I get it. Right? Now, I'm not in this for the same business that they in this for. I'm not in this to hurt them, to not allow them to put food on their table, put their kids through college, put their kids through school, go take care of their family. I'm not in it to hurt them. The only thing I want is for us to be treated fairly. And if we can't be treated fairly with dignity and respect, then you're always going to have a Tremel Thompson going against you and exposing you. Right? You think that I want to, I mean, it really don't take no energy for me to do what I do to make these complaints against these lawyers. It really takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops of my time. Right? So this can all be figured out because, like I said, they need to leak my damn packet. Leak it. I don't care. But they ain't go leak it because guess what? It doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't fit them saying that I was the aggressor, that I did this, that I did that. It doesn't do any of that. Do you guys understand that? And if you guys want to start calling in, you can start calling in because I'm not going to be on here for too long. Y'all see the number 563-999-3714. We could talk about whatever's on your mind. You could talk about the contract passing. We could talk about how you feel at work. We could talk about whatever you want to talk about, whatever the case may be. I'm going to start taking phone calls now. But to the MTA Labor Relations, if you want to go after Mr. Thompson, this is not the case to do it because this was going to happen. When I go to arbitration, my arbitration is set for August 7th. When I go to arbitration, right? Because what people don't know is that the MTA, they can make a deal at any given time, right? They could call me tomorrow and say, you know what? I think that we need to have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Let's discuss whatever we need to discuss, and let's do the business, right? They could do whatever, and they could do that with anybody, right? Sometimes they force people to arbitration. For the people who do not work for New York City Transit, New York City Transit wastes a lot of money, a lot of your tax money, targeting workers for no reason when they could actually have a conversation and fix a lot of this stuff before it gets to arbitration. To waste your tax money, right? They throw away a lot of money on arbitrators when things do not have to go to arbitration. And sometimes it's the union that want to go to arbitration, rightfully so, because the MTA play this game where they purposely overcharge you or they purposely go after you a certain way where you have to take it to arbitration to get it thrown out, right? But this is a tactic that they use to target members. Right? But I'm making this clear. I'm making this clear. My complaint is ready to go. My complaint is ready to go. When I go to arbitration, the minute that I step out of that arbitration room, I'm pressing send on all my complaints. Because for one, what it does is shows that they don't care about targeting people. They don't care about being dishonest. They don't care about being misleading. They don't care for their professional degrees. They don't care. So if they don't care about affecting someone's life through targeting them because they are a whistleblower, everyone knows that I'm a whistleblower. If they don't care about that, then why should I care? I'm going to defend myself naturally. That whole arbitration that I went to that day, it was a farce. Anyone could have seen that this doesn't look right. Something doesn't look right here. But they choose this path, right? Listen, what's his name? BK. BK, he got his papers in his pocket. If he get this bar, guess what happened? He's good. He can retire. He don't care. But the people who's up under him, they gotta care. They 40 and under, 10 years on the job, 8 years on the job, 5 years on the job. Like I want you MTA lawyers, especially the young ones around my age. I really want to get y'all processing this. You go to college, you get your bachelor's, then you do 3 years getting your law degree. You study for the bar exam. You pay for the bar exam. You go through all of these processes to become a lawyer. Then to come work for the MTA. To go down a corrupt path. To hurt members. To cause pain, unnecessary pain. To target whistleblowers. To act like that you have people best interest. To try a case and to make it more about theatrics than actually getting a result. You went to college to become a lawyer, to run across somebody like me that's going to educate the members on how to hold a lawyer accountable no matter where they work at. You want to throw away everything that you worked hard for. 7 years of school, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of tuition, studying for the bar to throw it away for the MTA? Is this where we at? Is this where we at? I mean, this is if this is where we at, then this is where we at. But what I think is that there should be a conversation. Them lawyers up there at Labor Relations, they are not idiots. They are not idiots. They smart. They are highly intelligent. BK was a prosecutor in Staten Island. Right? He knows. He knows. If anyone knows, he knows. Read my damn packet. Read my damn packet. Read it. There's absolutely nothing in there. But you want to know what? Just because it's Trammell, y'all want to get at me. And I get it. But this is not the case to do it on. All right? The things that's in that damn packet doesn't say that Trammell was the aggressor. It doesn't say that if I have to say what I say, Trammell is going to lose his job. I didn't give conflicting statements between NYPD and what the witnesses said. My statements are in line with the witnesses. But y'all want to go down this path that one complaint, pressing send on my computer, can end a career. So I guess after I finish with arbitration, there's going to be a few people waiting for their fate. Because what happened to me from February 21st until now was an injustice. And it's sad that this company chose violence. They co-signed violence. They know what they did. They know exactly what they did. They co-signed violence over a whistleblower. They're going to be held liable. for this. The only thing that could fix this right now is a conversation. But you want to know what? They too big for a conversation. They don't want to talk. They feel like if they talk to me or any one of my representatives, that they lost or they bowed down. See, they think that this is a war. They think that we really in battle. We supposed to be co-workers. We supposed to work hand in hand. But not at Two Broadway Labor Relations. It's us against them. That's big stick management. They want to chop your head off at every chance that they get. They don't see us as equals. They do not see us as coworkers. They see us as delinquents. They see us as screw-ups. They treat us like second-class citizens. This is who they are. And I'm not lying. I'm not lying. If anybody want to call in, the number 563-999-3714. I mean, these people are literally out of control. They literally out of control. Literally out of control. While I got y'all attention, I'm happy to have not Facebook. We are exclusively on YouTube. Tremel Thompson is only filming on YouTube, right? So I need you guys support. There's a join button. If you're watching on a computer, there's a join button. It's only 99 cents to join, right? It's only 99 cents to join. Join the channel. Join the channel, right? We got to continue to break the algorithm. I'm giving away a lot of information, We must break the algorithm. In order to break the algorithm, we must, if you're watching right now, hit the like. It costs nothing for you to like this video. If you want to get this information out to the members, your coworkers, which everyone should be doing. Y'all should be in y'all crew rooms. Y'all should be in y'all barns, in y'all swing rooms, wherever transit workers congregate, and say y'all need to be following progressive action and y'all need to join. This is the only space that give consistent information all the time, right? It costs nothing to show love and show support. Nothing at all, right? But back to these MTA managers. Like I said, if y'all want to call in, there's a lot of people watching right now. If y'all want to call in, call in. Let me hear what you got to say. What's on your mind? Did you like that the contract passed? How did you vote? Yes or no? This is a judgment-free zone. I don't care. Like I said, there's people who voted yes. People wanted me to be mad. I'm like, I'm not going to be mad at them. I'm mad at the people who did not vote. You had over like 28,000 people who did not vote, right? But MTA, stop y'all BS. Please stop. Please stop y'all BS. Because like I told the members, man, when these MTA lawyers and other people do you wrong, specifically the lawyers, they think that they are untouchable. It's so easy to hold a lawyer accountable, especially in New York. It is so easy to hold a lawyer accountable that it's not even funny. Right? Now, like I said, I'm not here to get anyone in trouble. I'm not here to make people lose their law degrees, but I just want to put up some more reminders of how easy it is to get a lawyer disbarred. Oh man, what does it take to get disbarred? When is a lawyer subject to disbarment? Disbarment, being stripped of one's license to practice law, is the most severe professional penalty a lawyer can receive. Rule of Professional Conduct 8.5 states that a lawyer is subject to disbarment or any disciplinary action under the rules of jurisdiction where the lawyer is admitted to practice, regardless of where the lawyer's conduct occurs. What conduct? Let's talk about the conduct. The commentary on Rule 8.4. See, look, there you go. Let me put it back up there. 8.4, Rule 8.4. 8.4, just to give y'all a reminder, Rule 8.4 proposes that although a lawyer is personally answerable to the entire criminal law, a lawyer should be professionally answerable only for offenses that indicate lack of those characteristics relevant to law practice. Offenses involving violence, dishonesty, breach of trust, or serious interference with the administration of justice are in that category. Rule 8.4 itself states clearly that it is professional misconduct for a lawyer to commit a criminal act that reflects adversely on the lawyer's honesty, trustworthiness, or fitness as a lawyer, or, because they always get that confused, or, not and or, but or to engage in conduct involved in dishonesty, fraud, deceit, or misrepresentation. That's exactly what happened to me, right? Amongst other things. And I'm quite sure that it happened to you guys at one time or another. And now you got the way how to fight back. MTA lawyers, what's up? Holla at me. I would love somebody from labor relations to call in one day and have a conversation on how labor relations function, how y'all overcharge people. They be hitting people with 25 days in the street, knowing that they not gonna get 25 days, trying to shake up the people and then have them cop out for 20 days when it should have only been for 3 days or 5 days or 1 day. Like, they do this crazy thing. And to put it in perspective, picture jumping the turnstile and you go to court and the lawyer and the judge saying, or whoever's saying, the prosecutor saying, we go offer you 10 years. You looking like 10 years? What you mean 10 years? 10 years in jail? Oh, man, I don't think I could do that. Well, we'll offer you 3 years. All right, let me get that. Right? Because people be desperate. People be desperate. So they do that same thing here at the MTA. They overcharge you and you cop out to something high that you shouldn't have got anyway. Right? And even in my case, they basically, I mean, they charging me for something that the evidence don't prove happened, right? And I mean, this is straight injustice, and it is what it is, people. It is what it is. I see that I have some new people who joined. Let me see. Oh, Miss Roman, how are you doing? Miss Roman, how are you doing? It's like my second mother right there. Maria, thanks for joining. Like I said, for you guys to join the channel, it's only 99 cents. Y'all see the Cash App? You want to hit the Cash App and put something in the Cash App? Whatever you want to do, to join the channel is 99 cents. You can hit the Cash App if you want, whichever way you feel like giving or supporting. It is what it is. It is what it is. But, like I said, call in 563-999-3714. I was running my mouth. I see I missed a couple of calls. If y'all want to call back, you can. But I don't want to be on here. I really extended my time. But, yeah, we can't lay down when it comes to the fight. When it comes to dealing with these MTA lawyers, if you just joined in the broadcast, I explained to the members how easy it is to hold lawyers accountable. No matter where these lawyers work at, it's so easy to hold lawyers accountable. They are held to a higher standard than police officers. You just have to know where to make your complaint. And I explained that in the broadcast. Where to make your complaint is easy as 1, 2, 3. Just have your evidence, and the instructions is right there. They do the investigation. I think that I submitted mine when I went against a very powerful lawyer. Like I said, I already did this already. I went through this already. I submitted it in September, and you could see they gave me the decision in December. So these investigations do not take a long time. They happen pretty quickly. And when I go to arbitration, I'm just going to press send. As soon as I leave the arbitration, I'm going to press send. And I'm not going to be the only one waiting for a decision. It's going to be a few people waiting for decisions that could possibly affect their livelihood. We have to find ways to hold corrupt um, dishonest, people who misrepresent what they stand for. We must hold them accountable. There's no way that I'm going to allow anybody to railroad me the way that the MTA railroaded me, especially after everything I went through since February. I don't think a lot of people understand that. I see somebody calling in, and I don't pick up phone calls from numbers that do not have a call ID. So yeah, you can forget about that. If you want to call in, you got to be transparent. A number has to show up on the call ID. I don't pick up those calls. But listen, I'm talking like this as like I don't got arbitration. They go watch this video, they go be mad, they go still drag me down to arbitration, and they go do what they do. But like I said, I'm a defend myself to the best ability that I can, because I believe that I was railroaded, I was being misled. And if they want to play this game of trying to seriously hurt someone, hurt their career, then it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I really think that people need to have a conversation with me, and we need to figure out what's really going on. We got to figure out what's really going on, because I'm telling you, everything leaked. My G2 leaked. My PDS paper leaked last week. Everything leaked but my damn packet. I don't understand why they don't leak that. They don't leak it because anyone who knows how to read will see that I'm being railroaded. I'm being railroaded. And there's a smoking gun inside my damn packet that says if they have to say what they got to say, the person who assaulted me is going to get fired. For some reason, that did not mean anything to the MTA, because they on the side of violence. They don't mess with the whistleblower. The whistleblower got to go by any means necessary. You know what I mean? Whistleblower got to go by any means necessary. But I got to go. I got some personal things to see through tonight. There's people who know what's going on. I ain't going to say nothing yet. But it's things I have to do. And once again, join the channel. It's 99 cents to join the channel. If you're watching on the computer, next to subscribe, you have join. I don't know if it's on the phones, but get to a computer and please join the channel. Only 99 cents. Sooner or later, only people who join the channel is only going to be allowed to comment. They got it set up like that. Like there's different setups where if somebody didn't join for 99 cents, then they won't be able to comment. I won't be able to see their comments. I see a lot of people comment on the broadcast, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the interaction, and I appreciate the love and support that you guys give. Thanks for watching the show. And maybe next show, I will show you guys whose MTA lawyer licenses are suspended. Maybe I'll play the voicemail. I'm going to play the voicemail the day after arbitration. After arbitration, I'm going to play the voicemail to show you guys how the MTA screwed me over. But thanks for watching. Please like, share, and smash that subscribe button. Once again, please like, share, and smash that subscribe button. We must keep each other informed. If you in the crew room, if you in a swing room, wherever transit workers congregate, whether it's one person, whether it's 20 people, show them the channel, tell them to subscribe. This is where you get information at to help you really secure your bag. Because I'm tired of people saying that, oh, they punch in, they secure their bag. No, you secure your bag when somebody trying to take your bag. That's how you secure your bag. If you don't know how to protect your bag when somebody trying to take your bag, you really not securing your bag. And if you really want to know how to secure your bag, you watch the progressive action videos. You reach out to me, text me. Let's get on the phone. I'll teach you certain things. Whatever you need help with, if I can help you, I'm going to help you. If I can't, I'll show you where to get the help. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. And the fight is just beginning. Trust me.